Hey there, it's Jamila with Elevated Business 101, and today I want to share with you 9 tips I have for you regarding doing retail arbitrage with apps. But before I get into the video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you like videos that have to do with making money online, starting your own business, or growing your own business. All right, here we go. So the first tip I have for you is here on the screen. It says list on several apps, okay? So if you have an item you want to put up for sale because well, let's just start with what is retail arbitrage for those who may still be wondering. Retail arbitrage is essentially when you buy items from a store or some manufacturer or wholesaler and you raise the price, sell it for a higher price. A lot of people do this on eBay. A lot of companies do this after they put their logo on a shirt that was perhaps manufactured in another country, for instance. And then sometimes people do this on Amazon, and you can even do this on apps. So if you are purchasing items like, for instance, I bought a bunch of items from the Dollar Tree that I am selling for $7, $8, $9, $10, $12. That is retail arbitrage. Got it for a low price, selling it for a higher price. Okay, and so some of the apps that you want to sell on, and I'm based in the United States, so these apps I'm able to get on my phone, on my iPhone, are OfferUp, LetGo, 5 Miles, and Facebook Marketplace. And so the fact that I have listed all the same items on all 4 of these apps gets me more sales, because people who may not have the OfferUp app on their phone may have the LetGo app. And people who don't have OfferUp or LetGo or 5 Miles, they may actually be on Facebook and see things through Facebook Marketplace. So spreading my inventory in these different places has been able to bring me more sales. It's been great. So list seasonal items too. It is currently September 2018. The holidays are coming up. If you got things that are related to the holidays, decorations for Christmas, for instance, then that might be a good thing to sell. If you have found, for instance, I think at the 99-cent store, they're going to have, if they don't already, have Christmas lights. And maybe it's a good idea to hop on over to the 99-cent store, grab some Christmas lights, sell them for $5 or $10 on one of these apps, because people are going to be looking for them. So seasonal items are always great. Since it's been summer and we recently had Labor Day, I've been able to sell outdoor chairs, canopies, coolers, those types of things that people typically look for in the summer. So keep that in mind. Number 3, be willing to bargain. People are going to want to talk you down. Okay, so be willing to bargain. I usually hike up my price a little higher than what I really want so that people will give me their offer, which I know is going to be lower most of the time, and then I'll be satisfied with their offer. But stick to your guns though, because some people will try to lowball you. I've had the experience of listing something, for example, for $80 and someone wants to give me $50 for it. And I say, how about you give me $65? And they're like, no, have a nice life. And I just go on to the next buyer, right? But be willing to bargain. Notice I didn't say, no, give me $80 for this. I said, well, how about $65? I was willing to compromise. But some people are not willing to compromise on their lowball offers. So keep in mind that bargaining is definitely a part of retail arbitrage on apps. Okay, boost your expensive items. What this means is on each of the apps, oftentimes you have the ability to boost or feature an item that you want to sell faster. And you can have it so where it appears on people's feed for several days or for a longer period of time. So maybe for even 24 hours or for 7 days, 14 days. And it costs a little bit of money. So I oftentimes boost my items specifically on OfferUp, just because OfferUp has gotten me the most attention and sales for my items. And so I'll spend $1.99 on the app to boost an item that is, more expensive. So if it's an item that's $30 or more, I'll boost it because I know I'm probably going to get a good return. I have, for instance, a couple of things that are $80 or more $100 bridesmaid's dress. Because I'm asking for $100 for it, I can spend $2 to boost it. I have no problem with that. So consider boosting your more expensive items. Typically, probably something that you're going to get a nice return on your investment for. So the bridesmaid's dress is not brand new, but I have, for instance, a grill that I'm selling for $50, but I bought it for $30. So I can spend $2 and then maybe somebody will buy it for $45 and it's still worth it. I'm still making a profit. Okay, here's the next one. Don't buy more than you can afford. Okay, I found this fun picture of her, like this girl with her arms full of stuff. And I say don't buy more than you can afford, especially because if you're doing retail arbitrage so that you can make more money to be able to pay your bills, it's a good strategy if you know what you're doing, of course. But you don't want to have all this inventory that no one's buying from you and then feel like, oh my goodness, I lost money. Okay, so just buy what you're able to afford. If you're able to afford a few things and you are willing to wait a couple of weeks, because some things will take a few weeks to sell. Some things you may need to completely delete and repost. That's another tip that I didn't add in here, but certainly if it's been a couple of weeks since something has been purchased or since you posted something, instead of boosting it, you can just delete the post altogether, repost it, and then it will pop up as if it's brand new because you posted it brand new. And it'll be new in the people's feed, and you probably have new eyeballs looking at your items. Okay, respond quickly. You may, if you are in the middle of something in the middle of the day, of course, it probably doesn't make sense to respond to people on apps who are sending you messages about your items. But if you've got some free time, if you've got a 15-minute break on your job or something, respond to people. Especially if you're not working, you probably are able to do this. Don't just say, oh, someone's messaging me about the item. They may be available right then. I've had people say to me, I'm down the street from you right now. Can I come get it? So if you are near your item, your inventory, what you're selling, definitely respond quickly. And even if not, respond quickly so you can schedule a time to meet with a person who may want to come and buy today. Okay, work with the buyer available now. There are some people who will say to you, I can come pick it up tomorrow, or I'll message you tomorrow, or on the weekend, I'll see if you still have it, that type of thing. Don't hold on to items for people. In my experience, when a day goes by, people lose interest. Maybe they find the item somewhere else. Maybe they find the item for a price that they like a lot better. Maybe they find the item in the color they were actually looking for. I've had people say, yeah, this outdoor chair is really cool. I like the blue, but I rather have red. And so sometimes people are being really particular or specific about what they're looking for. And if they say they want to wait and hold on to make a decision, you don't hold on to that item. The object of retail arbitrage and sales in general is just get rid of the item and bring in the cash, make the sell, right? People are not in the grocery store holding, Ralph's, Kroger, whatever the grocery store is in your community, they're not holding all the milk for the one person who says they're going to come back and buy 1,000 gallons of milk. It doesn't work that way. So just go ahead and sell that item to whoever wants it right this minute. Okay, make sure your location is clear. Sometimes we set up locations to meet people, whether you invite them to meet you at your home or meet you at, the drugstore down the street. Be sure that your location is clear on the app so they know what city you're in, especially. They may say, oh, I'll come to your house and pick it up. It's no problem. And then realize you're in an entirely different county. I've had that experience where someone's telling me they're in Orange County and I'm in LA County. They said, this is way too far for me to drive for this item. Then they'd spend so much more money on gas, right? So make sure your location is clear on the app because sometimes that can be a bit tricky. They're excited about your item, but they don't necessarily see your location. Okay, be polite. And I say this because sometimes people are grumpy. Sometimes people can be Grinches on these apps if you don't take their offer. On a completely different app, I was selling some shoes for $90 and someone lowballed me and said, I'll buy them from you for 30. And I was like, oh my, no thanks. Right? Someone said to me, FYI, take the hint. This item is this price at this store. And I said, well, I actually bought it for more than that. So I want to say, leave me alone, right? But, be polite to people, especially because on a lot of these apps, you actually can be rated by the buyers and by the people you interact with. And so they may turn around and give you a poor rating if they buy from you or if you're rude in your interaction with them and so forth. So just keep that in mind. Be a nice person. If they end up buying something from you, if you negotiate a price and you bring it down to make them happy, then if you're kind, if you're nice, maybe they'll buy from you again in the future. So that's all I have for you. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Drop me a like and a comment if this video was helpful for you. Share this video with your friends, and I'll see you on the next one. Also, if you are interested in my #1 recommendation for making money online, go ahead and click on the link below. I have that information in the description. Take care.